All praise to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder bishops, elder apostles, and the men on down at GMS that do rule well and have taught me this truth. Shalom to you, beloved Akim. Shalom to you, few sincere sisters out there. And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah to the brother Yermayan, servant of Yahweh Shai, for posting these clips up. It's a two-part clip. And I just want to bring out a few precepts to back up what's going on. And Adonai Ratazah, this lesson do be edifying and exhortating. I'm just going to bring out a few quick hit. They meant to be nothing long, Israel. Okay? Because us that's in this truth, we know good and well what the hell is going on. But, you know, majority of our people is still dry bones. And they're still lost in the sauce. And this is just what it's got to be. We know everybody got to be in a lot. And we know only a few sincere, hopeful elects can receive this beautiful, precious truth that we have, that we hold near and dear. Okay, but I'm gonna just go ahead and grab a few precepts and bring some out. And I don't write this out. This quick hitter do be edifying and exhortating. Let's go.
One thing I like about him, he keeps it real, just like Grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him, because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president. I am filled, my cup runneth over, because he allowed his constituents, his people, to come to my house to interview me, to talk about the murder of my grandson. It seemed like nobody cared. I'm an advocate for murder. I marched. I rallied. I pulled out other families in the District of Columbia that had murders and did not have answers. Ooh. We marched and we rallied, and nobody heard me, Democrats. Get mad at me. Until this Republican sent his constituents, his people out there to interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? One thing I like about him, he keeps it real, just like Grandma.
Okay, so you heard it, man. Okay, so we got this old Eve here, who up here, you know, just honoring Esau Edom, man. Okay, because you know, majority of Eve here in Babylon the Great. Okay, Esau Edom is their god, man. I wouldn't be surprised if this old Eve had a picture of Caesar Borgia hanging up in her house. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a crucifix with Caesar Borgia hanging up in her house, man. Okay, the white man is their god, man. They worship him, they praise him, they worship him, man. Okay, and this old Eve, as you can see, she was up here, you know, just basically bowing down to Esau, man. Okay, she was over here praising him when this man, since he been in office, ain't did shit but just caused absolute chaos, man. Our people is just destroyed, man, and we know Eve is absolutely gone. Okay, for the most part, Eve is done. She's through. Okay, and it's been like this since the beginning, man. For the most part, it's been like this. Now we know some few sincere sisters, so obviously this is not directed towards you. Okay, you few sincere sisters, continue to endure, continue to stay in order, and you're gonna be all right. But listen, these Eves is gonna be purged out, especially this old Eve here. She's an old bottle. She don't know what the hell is going on. She don't have a clue what the hell is going on, obviously. But don't let me rant. Let me go ahead and let the scripture speak. This is Genesis 3:13, and it reads, "And the Lord Yahweh, God, said unto the woman, What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat." Okay, so Eve has completely been drunken off the ideologies, the falsified philosophies, okay, the propagandas, and all of the falsified, ideologies and wine of Esau Edom. She have completely bought into it, and they pretty much hand in hand, man. Okay, it's just that simple. This is why when Esau's kingdom collapses and falls, so will Eve. Okay, and Eve got judgment coming. Okay, and this shows here, this madness right here shows that even with age doesn't necessarily mean you have wisdom. It just don't mean that. And our Messiah Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, tells us this in scriptures, man. Okay, just because they old does not mean that they have wisdom necessarily. Okay, I know some old people that's just through with shit too. Okay, they don't. Just because they're older than you doesn't necessarily mean they're smarter than you or have wisdom. It just doesn't mean that, man. All right, let me go here. This is the book of Job 39 and 16 through 17. And it reads, she is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Because we know Eve be killing off her babies left and right. Eve sacrificed their offspring to Moloch more than any other race on the face of the planet, man. Okay? It's just that set, bro. When a study came out saying, a wise man said, okay, that the worst place for a quote unquote black baby is in the belly, in the stomach of a quote unquote black woman. And that couldn't be more true. They despised their offspring. Continuing on. Though they were not hers, her labor is in vain without fear. Okay, this is in vain right here. Without fear. All the shit she was saying, I'm an advocate for murder, I'm an advocate for murder. It seems like nobody cared, and he allowed me to do that. Eve, shut your ass up. Because he don't give a damn about you. And she just, in majority of our people they can't see that. Still, even after 400 plus years and continuing on to this very day, years of a systematic oppression, abuse, rape, rob, murder, pillaging, and complete destruction that Esau and his generations have done to our people. They still just can't seem to see it. 17, because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. So Eve, the best thing for Eve to do is just shut the hell up. Okay, the best thing for Eve to do is to just be quiet, man. Because the Lord deprives you of wisdom and understanding. Okay, you can have all the worldly wisdom on the earth, and guess what? You still gonna be just as dumb as a box of bricks, okay? Because the more and more you listen to this serpent, the more and more you listen to the philosophies, the ideologies, and all of the worldly wisdom that you can think you can, attain is foolishness with the Lord. It's foolishness in the Lord's eyes, and it's foolishness, okay, in the eyes of the men of the Lord, okay? Because you think you know something, but you don't know a damn thing. And the more you speak, the more idiotic you make yourself look. So the best thing to do, Eve, is to just shut your mouth. Just shut it, okay? Because the Lord deprived you. The Lord deprived you. This is why they walking around with red, blue, green, blonde hair, thinking that the shit look good, thinking that they actually look good. This is why they're acting. We know it's part of the curses too, but this is why they act just ghetto, ratchet, just absolutely unbearable to be. And they think that this is a good thing. They think what they're doing is tolerable behavior. It's respectable behavior. And this is the reason why they think that is because they have been deprived of wisdom and understanding. Okay. They can't get it, man. Okay, listen. Let me go here. Okay, let's stay in Job for a minute. Okay, listen to her.
Get mad at me. Until this Republican send his constituents, his people out there to interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? One thing I like about him, he keeps it real, just like.
And she was really going in. She was going in for Trump. She's like, let this man do his job. He's doing a great job. This man rounding up. You know what? We like Trump because for one, he's very entertaining, and for two, the main reason why we like him is because he's single-handedly pushing forth the end time prophecies, and we can't be thankful enough for that. And call Halal Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because the sooner the better. Bring it on. Let's go. We ready to get out. We ready to get the fuck out of here, man. All right. This is Job again, 32 and 8 through 9. But there is a spirit in man in the inspiration of the Almighty, giving them understanding. Okay, so the men of the Lord, the true, sincere men of the Lord that's out here teaching and preaching on the highways and hedges and on the internet, bringing it out. This is the spirit that's inspired by the Almighty. Okay, the spirit the Lord put in us. 9. Great men are not always wise. Okay, so just because they got money, cars, clothes, H to the Izzos, and quote unquote status doesn't necessarily mean they're wise and smart. Neither do the aged understand judgment. Okay, so this old Eve here don't have a clue what the hell is going on. She said her grandson got clapped off and killed off. Well, because she don't understand judgment. We just read it, man. Okay, these old bottles, they don't know what's going on, man. It's just, that's why a lot of our parents is like this. A lot of our mothers and our grandmothers and our parents is still in this type of mindset, man. It's just, there's nothing you can do. They're stuck in their ways. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. They're stuck in their ways. There's nothing you can do with these older Eves, and it's just nothing. And even some older Jakes, man. it's just nothing you can do, okay? Because they think they know it all. They're literally stuck in their ways. And just because, again, just because they have age doesn't necessarily mean they're wise, man, okay? And it's just that simple. Let me go ahead and grab this and do it like this. I only got, and for this clip here, I only got one for this clip here. I'm going to hurry up and do it like that, okay? I don't even want to hear this older Eve speak no more because it's very cringy. It's very cringy, and I'm embarrassed at this. I'm just embarrassed, man. All right, look, this is the book of Matthew 9:16 through 17. This is Yahweh Shai, our Messiah speaking. No man putteth a piece of new cloth onto an old garment, for that which is put into fill it up taketh from the garment, and the rent is made worse. 17. Neither do men put wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved. Okay, so this is an old bottle, man. This is an old bottle. Even with the many generations that she's lived through to see all of the atrocities and everything happen to our people, she's stuck on that. She's stuck on the old wacky tacky plantation church, obviously, in that doctrine, in that false doctrine. She's stuck. She's lost. Okay, she's an old bottle, and she's not going to be able to receive truth. Even though these old bottles know what we're saying make all the sense in the world. That is all adding up. We got the receipts to back it up. We're historical. We're biblical proof. They're old bottles, man. So you can't put the new wine into old bottles. She's an old bottle. We just read it, man. She's an old bottle. And these are people who you just got to let perish. They're not going to make it, man. And this is what you got to accept coming into this truth, man. A lot of our family members, a lot of our mothers, a lot of our family is just, they're not going to make it on this side. We got to just come to peace with that and and make peace with the fact that a lot of our family and a lot of our people ain't going to make it, man. We are blessed and thankful that we was able to receive this truth, okay? And we just gonna have to see our family members on the other side. But on this side, they're gonna have to taste that nuclear thermal ballistic missile heat and flames. They're gonna have to taste it. They're just gonna have to taste it, man. Okay? And let me go here and grab this one here.
Would have turned 31 yesterday. Yesterday, this coon was posted up with his killer. If you do not know who this is George Zimmerman. Nicki Minaj, at whatever party they attended yesterday, took a picture with Trayvon Martin's killer on Black History Month. I'm finding it. Trayvon Martin was killed at 17 years old by George Zimmerman because he was walking with a hoodie with a bag of Skittles in Arizona. No reason at all. George Zimmerman shot him. Nicki Minaj posted up with him. Y'all, I'm really trying to find it because this
Well, see, this is why it's best for Eve. No, what Eve, and she probably one of those FBAs, one of those quote unquote foundational Black Americans. I wouldn't be surprised if she identified as one of those. I would not be surprised, man. Okay, but how can you be surprised? Okay, this is Nicki Minaj. She's a demon. She got multiple demons on her. She got blonde hair on her head, for crying out loud. How could you not know she's a demon at this point? Okay, how could you not know these celebrities is all juiced in with the narrative? They're all juiced in with the elites. They're all juiced in to push the falsify the narratives, man. They're all pushed into to poison you in your mind. How don't you know this stuff by now? This is why Eve need to be just shh. Especially when it comes to this worldly shit, she got that. She can have that. But when it comes to these spiritual matters, Eve, be quiet. Just be quiet. Okay? How could you just not know this stuff by now? Didn't she literally just get on stage with Erica Kirk and was praising Trump and all that? Come on, bro. It's right in your face at this point. Look, this is the book of Zechariah 11:5. Who possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty as they always do. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. Okay, because they got rich off of our free labor when they took us into hardcore slavery, man. Okay, I had 400 plus year head start of generational wealth. And rich, they say, Salakia, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Okay, so these shepherds don't pity us, man. Our own shepherds don't pity us. These celebrities, these people that may look like us, that's in power or whatever, none of them pity us, man. Okay, they don't pity us. Okay, your wacky tacky pastors, none of them pity us. None of them care about us. It's all about Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, shalom to the next one. Shalom.